of school. In just an hour, tens of thousands of students in the metro will be arriving at school for their very first day of class.
Yeah, we have team coverage as you and the family start your day. Michelle Beck is live in Minneapolis this morning outlining some of the new policies taking effect this year. We also have Audrey Russo in Anoka as teachers and students get ready to head back to class. But first, let's check in with John, who is live in St. Paul with your first day forecast. Looks like it's going to be an A-plus day, John.
Yes, it looks amazing. We're at Crossroads Elementary School here in St. Paul. It is all quiet out here right now. It's just a few teachers are getting here, but we are going to see a great day. The bus stop forecast, the first one of the year, looks fantastic. We'll have temperatures this morning right around 60. Now, I've got the light coat on this morning just because we have the wind, but the wind is going to actually stay there all day, but we're going to warm up quite a bit in the afternoon. So again, temperatures this morning, upper 50s, actually for most of us around the metro. Nice little comfortable start for pictures. I will tell you, wind is really the only weather that we have right now. It is all quiet though, a little bit warmer in western Minnesota in the low 60s. And then as we get into areas in eastern Minnesota over towards Wisconsin, middle 50s. Menominee area is pretty chilly at 55. Otherwise, this afternoon, how about 78, 79 degrees? We're going to see things warm up quite a bit. So recess, if you go with the coat or whatever, make sure your kid has an option to shed the layers because it's full-blown summertime this afternoon. We're going to be talking a little bit of rain in the middle parts of the week. Send it back to you guys.
Not a bad start for the school year. John, thank you. Let's give you a look at the roads. Just got a report from MnDOT. 494 westbound down near Edina in the southwest metro has a crash in Bloomington. I'll try to get it on a traffic camera and have an update in a little bit. We are still tracking a situation unfolding on Highway 55 at Boone Avenue. If you're wondering why I am now doing traffic, we had to pull CC away to keep tabs on what's going on here this morning.
Yeah, so let's check in with CC right now. We know that police are blocking off roads as police search for someone off of Highway 55. CC, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, good morning. A lot happening within the past 30 minutes here. Actually, a few minutes ago, we were actually just talking to the Golden Valley Police Chief. I'll step out so you can still see the scene happening here. But he tells us that they have 6 juveniles in custody right now, and they're still searching for one more after a stolen car situation. He told us this all started earlier this morning when they were trying to track down a stolen car out of Minnetonka. He tells us a camera actually picked up that stolen car in Minnetonka. They found it, tried to stop it, and then they ended up catching up to it right here at this stoplight here off General Mills Boulevard and then also Memorial Highway here. They did find a couple of guns in that car, but again, they're still searching for a suspect, so the chief told us they'll be out here for a little while longer. But maybe around 5:45, we did see a tow truck come and pick up that vehicle that was right here at the stoplight. It was pretty banged up. The rear was banged up. Also was missing a tire. So again, there's a perimeter out here right now, still searching for that suspect. The car is gone, but still a pretty active scene here just outside of our station. Guys.
All right, CC, we will keep checking in with you as you find out more information. Thank you so much. Also breaking right now, in the last 6 hours, we've learned 3 teens were shot just south of the state fairgrounds. This was the scene just before 11 on Como Avenue under the Snelling overpass, hours after the final day of the fair ended. Police tell us they found a teen shot in the leg. 2 more teens showed up at the hospital, one shot in the leg, the other in the neck. All 3 of them are expected to be okay. So far, no one has been arrested.
We're a little over 60 minutes away from the start of the new school year across the Twin Cities Metro.
So as you make the breakfast, get the kids out to the bus, take those pictures, we're tracking everything you need to know before you send them out the door. Let's get right out to Audrey Russo live at Anoka High School. Good morning and happy first day, Audrey.
Happy first day, Jason. Thank you for making fun of my back to school bowl cut, by the way. I love that. And good morning to you, Alicia. Yeah, no, we're having a bunch of fun out here in Anoka High School. We've seen a couple of the cafeteria workers come in. The lights are all on and they are ready for students to come back. The students may or may not be ready, but whatever the case may be, the first bell is at 7:40. And the district is actually encouraging parents to post pictures of their kids getting ready for the first day of school using the hashtag AHSchoolsFirstDay. And I think the teachers and the staff may be a little bit more excited than the students. The district posted this video on social media in the last 24 hours. They tell me that their theme this year is Power of Purpose, and that's all about helping kids discover what drives them to success and what makes them unique. And part of setting kids up for success is making sure that everyone feels comfortable in the building from day one. So coming up in about 30 minutes, I'll have more on exactly what the district is doing to make sure that kids who might need a little bit more help on the first day, what they're doing to make sure that they are set up for success right from day one. But for now, I'll send things back to you.
Got to find that locker, remember the combination, decorate it, put posters up of John Krasinski from The Office. It's all coming back to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was your icon.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay then. A little bit of insight into Alicia. Thank you very much, Audrey. So a big question for parents is whether or not your kids can take their phones to school.
Yeah, there's some new rules being implemented in districts across the state. Michelle Beck is joining us live in Minneapolis with a closer look. Good morning, Michelle.
Yeah, good morning to you, Jason. Alicia, happy first day of school to you guys as well. Well, cell phones, they're so relevant to parents in districts really across the nation. Even today, I was just listening to the episode released hours ago of the New York Times, the Daily Podcast, also talking about cell phones. And meanwhile, here locally, I'm here at Hall STEM Academy in Minneapolis, where it's grades pre-K through 5. The youngest of students can have their cell phones in some situations. Now, taking a look at the case for high schoolers, phones are allowed at certain times, like between classes and lunch. Either way, Minneapolis already has a district cell phone policy, and by next March, that'll be the requirement for every school district in the state. U of M professor Marguerite Ortman calls this a big ask and thinks districts will struggle the most with getting everybody on board with a new set of rules.
They know how to use the technology in the way they want to use it. So it's better to, like, instead of discourage them from using it, teach them how to use it wisely, teach them how to use it constructively, teach them to use it in moderation.
And to follow that new legislation, we know that St. Paul Public Schools, they are working on a district-wide policy on cell phones. A spokesperson has told KARE 11 News that right now it's really up to every single school to create a cell phone policy of their own. Guys, back to you.
Michelle, thank you. Well, there's going to be a lot of school buses out today, so this is a great time to go over some rules of the road. If you see the red lights flashing and the stop arm extended, you must stop at least 20 feet away from the bus. That means no passing either on the right or left side of the bus. It's not until those flashing lights are off and the stop arm is up, you then can drive again. There is one exception, though, to the law. You can pass a stopped school bus if and only if you're driving in the opposite direction of the bus and there's a barrier or median between the two sides. If you're caught breaking any of these rules, you can be fined $500. Good reminders this morning, Jason.
Yeah, excellent reminders. We all need a refresher. All right, Alicia, thank you. Well, more of your headlines here. This morning, we have new details about the victims in the deadly patio crash at the popular Park Tavern in St. Louis Park.
I'm Jennifer Hoff. We now know all the victims' names from Sunday's deadly incident at Park Tavern. The popular restaurant in St. Louis Park is some 60 years old, but a waitress and a Methodist hospital worker were killed when a driver plowed through its patio after surveillance video showed him trying to get a parking spot. 4 other nurses from that hospital were also badly hurt, 3 of them so much that they're still in the ICU. The restaurant is closed indefinitely, and the 56-year-old driver is in jail but hasn't been charged yet as the investigation continues.
Well, right now, Governor Walz is home in St. Paul, taking a quick break from the campaign trail. It comes after spending Labor Day in Milwaukee and some scary moments for his team. This is the aftermath of a crash involving some of the vehicles from the governor's motorcade. It happened just before 1 p.m. when one van hit another, causing a chain reaction. Governor Walz's SUV was not involved, but a campaign staffer did go to the hospital. Walz reportedly stopped by to check on them and says everyone's expected to be okay.